I think it's more lax in Portugal now, where they legalized all drugs. Like, all drugs are legal.
Yeah, but then you have to be Portuguese. Tresten, go ahead and take us in.
Okay. Hello, Jigsaw, and welcome to the first podcast.
Fuck's sake.
I'm already dying from sweat from having turned my air conditioner off. This is agony.
It's fucking brutal, dude.
It's actual agony. I'm actually physically dying right now.
Well, from
it's early September, but it's like a toasty early September. I don't know, like global warming, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I took us in. There you go.
From the sound of our
Yes.
co-host Spaghetto, it sounds like he's kidnapped Jigsaw and he has him locked in the basement. And he's going to have him play a little game, I guess, during the episode.
Yeah, no,
I do. I have this prepared script for him as well.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Was that Saw or was that like discount Christian Bale Batman? I couldn't.
No.
tell.
Discount Christian Bale Batman's a little crazy. You're like, where the girl? Where Saw, it's like more composed. He's like, hello, everyone. Let's play a game.
Hey, so can you introduce the guest, Tresten?
Yeah, so, hey, everyone. Welcome back to the first podcast. Today we have a very special guest. His name is Jigsaw. And
Oh my God.
Jigsaw,
What up?
tell us a little bit about yourself, and then after you do that, make sure to read the script I sent you.
All right. What's up, everyone? I'm Jixaw. I'm your favorite toilet salesman. You probably know me from Breaking Good or Bottom Gear and all of the milked out sequels and other videos. I used to do those mainly, but recently I've just been focusing on more of my own thing, expressing myself. And now here's the part that I have to read out loud. America is the greatest. Europe, no chance. All right, I did it.
What?
That is not the fucking script I sent.
Oh wait. Oh, you sent an actual script. Oh wait, hold up. Fuck! I'm not reading that. Fuck off! Hell no.
What is wrong with you, Spaghetto?
Read it yourself, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
No, Tresten, do the reading. Do the
You
reading.
just sent me a fucking text of like him admitting to like
War
fucking
crimes.
No, actually, I wanted to say something much worse, but that's probably not a good.
I mean,
All right,
I
let's
could
just
read
move
the
on.
script if you want, Sir Jigsaw.
Hey, it's your show, man.
Or actually, how about Lars or TJ? Do you guys want to read it?
No. If the guest refuses to read your little script, I don't want to read it
Can I
myself.
see it?
It's not bad. It's just themed after the Saw movies.
Oh, okay.
That's
Can we
why
move
I
on?
did it.
Can we move on? Jesus.
No, I think we should stay here actually for like another hour.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that'd be
Okay,
pretty funny.
fine. Here, I'll read the script.
Oh my God, he's actually staying here. Holy shit.
Oh, was
Sorry.
that the lyrics to Rap God by Eminem?
Yeah, for anyone in the chat, that was the script. I give up. Anyways.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Oh, that's really cheesy. I can see why you didn't want to read that.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks, Tresten, for like embarrassing the guest as the first thing
Yeah,
that you
this
do.
is
on
why
the
they
show.
don't let you write the screenplay for the Saw movies, Trusted.
Yeah.
Nah, don't worry.
Listen,
I've seen
I'm
much
a
worse.
Saw
There's a
fan.
script for those?
Yes, there is. I'm a huge Saw fan. That's why I thought it was a little bit funny. And I was going to follow it up with like a question like, Jigsaw, like how many of the Saw movies have you seen?
Oh, just the first one, actually. Never
Just the first
seen
one.
anything else. Yeah.
I'm very excited for Saw 10 coming out this month.
Isn't Jigsaw supposed to be
they're not very
dead?
good.
How do they keep making more movies?
It's a prequel.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Thanks for the spoiler, by the way. That's pretty good.
It's not
Yeah.
a spoiler. It's literally in the fucking trailer.
I didn't see. Okay. All right.
I'm
Fair
sorry.
enough.
Well,
Fair
you've
enough.
ruined the entire series for him, Preston.
No, it really doesn't
You know,
matter.
they just
No,
they come up
TJ
with,
TJ ruined
have-
the series. He said Saw's dead.
there's no character named Saw.
You said Jigsaw.
Oh.
Jigsaw's dead. That's what you
I
said.
haven't actually seen.
But we're doing
I
a
haven't seen the
podcast with
movies. I
it.
just know that they find convoluted ways to keep making the movies where he's like from beyond the grave, still putting people into traps somehow.
Spoilers.
That's the thing. That's the thing with horror movies, though. They'll just invent excuses to keep going to like 16 sequels. That's pretty
And then,
common.
Yeah,
And
for the
I will
record,
watch
and
all
then they
of
made a
them.
movie with
You guys-
Chris Rock in it.
You guys
Yeah.
still haven't moved on from this topic, by the way. Just
Yeah.
you know.
Well, you said to stay here for like an hour, so we're really
we're listening to you. What the fuck do you want from me?
I think called sarcasm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do want to move on though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did notice there's a lot of Dutch on this call, by the way. If 3 people here have Dutch ancestry to some extent.
I'm not Dutch.
Yeah.
I'm mostly Dutch.
No, I have some Dutch ancestry.
You were Norwegian.
Norwegian. Yeah, I am Norwegian, and then I have Dutch. I have a little bit of Mediterranean. I got some Jew in me.
TJ, you could be more than one ethnicity.
Yeah,
I mean, you're talking.
Not everyone is just
talking
black.
to me.
yeah.
I know.
I'm just saying.
So, okay, I ask this question every time there's a European guest, and I'm kind of curious what it's like out there, because I feel like the scene out there for YouTube must be a little bit different. So, what's it particularly like to be a Dutch YouTuber?
Right.
What's popular over there? What makes you guys tick?
That's a great question, actually. Dutch YouTube is very. How do you even explain that? It's such a specific mindset, right? Because Dutch people, they're known for just being straightforward, and we don't really deal with bullshit over here, and we just say things how they are. Whereas Americans are very much, how do I say this without being a dick?
Less straightforward.
Ironic, sarcastic.
Like they tend to put up a show more regarding their personality and choosing their words, etc. And in here we kind of just skip all that, and that makes for very difficult YouTubing because nobody really wants to look at a show that's being put up here. We just want to see the real thing, and the reality is that a lot of people aren't really interesting. So it's either content for kids, which is that's really popular, or like the really big corporations that make video content. Yeah, it's not really easy to get into and build a viewer base out of.
So what do you think it is that drew people to you then, if that's the obvious hurdle?
Well, first of all, I'm making English content here.
Fair enough.
I used to make Dutch content for about 5-6 years with my friends, and we've been making videos. We've been making a lot of videos, a lot of editing, a lot of passion in there while we were at film school together. So we were using all of our teachings to make like stupid fun stuff, practicing editing, practicing effects, and having our videos for an excuse to do that stuff. And as we did that, we gained a total of 700 subscribers after 6 years of pumping out content. And that was kind of proof for us for like, yeah, no, this isn't working. But the thing about that is that the following that we did have were just the most awesome people, just the best people. I still talk to them. We're still on the Discord that we made back then, and we're more than fan and creator. Like, we're just friends. So that's really fun.
I hear there's actually a huge bottleneck for most European YouTubers in particular, in that, yeah, we hear this on just about every episode with one of them, where to do content, unless it's maybe Spanish,
right?
You kind of have to do it in English to take off, because that's just like the universal language of the website at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think with subtitles, you'll be able to capture all of the other European people, but otherwise, they're not really going to find your shit, basically. As far as I know, anyway. I don't know all the facts, but that's just how I see it.
Yeah. I mean, the good news, I guess, is like a lot of European countries, English is a typical second language. So it's like, obviously, a lot of them are going to understand it as well.
Yeah, for sure.
I think in the Netherlands in particular, Dutch is obviously popular, but then English is also really popular, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially over here in Amsterdam. It's a very multinational city. And you'd have difficulty finding someone that can't really speak English, unless they're of a certain age group. You'll probably have a higher percentage of people that don't speak English. But me living in Amsterdam, I sometimes walk into stores and the clerks, they don't even speak Dutch, right? Type of stuff.
Yeah, I've heard that's a thing. They're like, wait, why are you speaking Dutch to me?
Yeah, like, I'm sorry. My apologies.
I'm sorry for speaking our own language. I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Wait, so, by the way, just a real quick aside, you mentioned the city of Amsterdam, and I'm gonna take a quick riff on that and say, are you familiar with the city, or I guess the town of Nieuwerkerk aan de IJssel?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, That's actually where my grandparents were from.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell by your roots. I could feel them. All of us Dutch people, we have a very specific connection.
Jigsaw went outside and he placed his hand on the ground. He's like, I could feel Lars's roots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I have a map of everyone laid out in my head of whoever walked there. So, yeah.
So a lot of your content, aside from being English, is also obviously focused around kind of pseudo dramatic / obviously kind of goofy readings of popular making fun of popular shows. And just to give a quick preview, we don't have to like dwell on this or anything, but can you kind of just give us the 30-second elevator pitch on what you're doing with that?
What I used to do with that, or what I do with it now?
Both.
Yeah,
kind of both actually, if you got it.
both. Okay, sure. So Bottom Gear and Breaking Good are basically weird parody shows. Well, just videos actually, not shows. Of people posting tweets with funny captions and a very specific type of humor. In a thread that I create, I read out those tweets with the funny voices from the funny characters in like a weird way that I guess makes you laugh. And yeah, people really caught on to that. And I used to make all of these sequels to all of these videos because people kept demanding more, as they do. And, you know, things kept going on and they kept going on. And like maybe a year later, people were still asking for more. And eventually I had decided that like this, I'm not getting joy out of this. So I'm just kind of stopping the project.
Yeah.
And I'd rather have a good, like I'd rather end on a good note than a bad one, you know, milking it out to death. So I actually ended up doing a bit of both, just milking it a bit, you know, just for that sweet cash.
Yeah.
But after that, I just kind of stopped doing it, and people still ask me to this day if I can do more, and I always answer with, no, I cannot.
Yeah, I saw those.
That answers the
I saw
question.
those videos where you're reading your DMs, and it's just the constant wins.
Yeah.
Hey, Tresten, I think you can probably relate to what he's saying, can't you, buddy?
Yeah, Tresten, what are you making Pac-Man 3D Ghost 2?
Or when are you making more DDLC content? Doki Doki Literature Club. When are you making more? Tresten?
Say the line art.
I'm not making more Doki Doki Literature Club content.
No, but it's funny though.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. They don't ever stop. It's just like
No. You don't understand. We need more. We need more.
Why? There's so much. There's
all
so
of us.
much.
See,
I'm just. All of us need it. We need more right now.
in my veins. I need it injected.
The content I'm doing now is better anyways. Like I don't care if I sound biased. It is better because I don't sound dead inside.
Exactly.
Or you don't.
And that's
You
actually.
don't sound like
it's actually.
a leprechaun anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off, Teach.
It's actually a very big topic for me, which I talk to a lot of people about. This exact thing that we're now mentioning, and been putting a lot of thought into this, and it comes down to that people don't really know what they want, so you shouldn't listen to them.
I appreciate that. Thanks, Jigsaw.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like a big thing my channel was built off of to give context was playing Doki Doki Literature Club, like mod content. And after I started to move away from that, people wouldn't stop bombarding me with like, hey, when's the next video? When's the next video about this like Doki topic? When I'm like, what about my other content? And they would literally either say like no, or like they would like shit on it, or intentionally like dislike bomb it. And I'm just like,
Hey,
seriously,
wait a minute.
guys,
This isn't what I subscribed for.
like be supportive of the creator and not just like this one game
Yeah.
that I covered.
It's important to remember that it's not personal.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a you thing. It's just you know, in today's world, it's actually I'm actually making a video about this, an essay. I'm still writing it, but there is a weird.
I would love
relationship.
to see that.
Oh yeah, no, I mean me too. That's why I'm making it. No, but just to keep it very short, we creators were obviously bound to demand of people,
Right.
But in return, we can also make demands of the viewer, and that doesn't really come through. And you are not being viewed as a person or someone with feelings or whatever. You're just pixels on a screen, and people forget real quick that there's actual humans behind there.
Yeah.
So it's really important to separate yourself from that for your own sake.
I totally agree. And a huge reason I just cold turkey cut myself off from it is it was making me hate making content.
Yeah.
And it also was severely affecting my mental health because a large topic of the game, I'm not going to go too much into it because of ad revenue, but is like self-harm, depression, and let's just say game ending.
Yeah, I've played DDLC.
So, but when you're playing like mods of that game day in and day out and constantly pumping that into yourself every day just because you're making money and people are like saying, we want more.
Yeah.
It's really going to fuck with your mental headspace.
Yep.
Like,
yeah,
I was very, very depressed all the time. And
I know. Yeah.
I mean, could not function. Like, I literally just, I gave up on content for quite a while and I almost deleted the channel just because people didn't seem to support like me wanting to do a new direction until I just said, look, guys, either unsubscribe and go because I'm going to do this for my own mental health.
I'm not laughing about your situation. I'm just laughing about how absurdly close this is to my experience.
Yeah, that's it's a story I hear a lot over and over again about content creators wanting to pivot the kind of content that they make, but it heavily affects their viewership because it's just how YouTube works. Because a lot of people subscribe for a certain kind of niche, and when you completely change that, your views tend to drop off unless you're like already like a really big YouTuber and you're able to easily make that shift.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like I'm not a huge content creator by any means, but when I did make that shift into doing content, I think is good. For the first time ever, I've enjoyed rewatching my new videos just because I've put a lot of work into the setup, making sure that it's high quality. But my views are like next to nothing, and it's just sad because like it's so much better than the older content, but people just don't give it a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Absolutely. And I could talk about this for hours too. It's actually crazy.
What you're describing, DJ, is not only that it's just common. It's to the point where I think it's kind of the classic YouTube problem. Like we can come up with names obviously all day. Like people have gone through this. iDubbbz, H3 Productions, Filthy Frank, Max Mofo.
Yeah.
Oh, Max Mofo kind of pivoted. He kind of makes
Max.
He hasn't really transitioned.
I think Max and Chad pivoted really well into the like podcasting niche. So
yeah, but it's a common issue.
We probably shouldn't encourage like over drinking like for every video.
Yeah.
It's probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
But, like, it is pretty entertaining.
One of our former co-hosts is actually is now like an editor for them, and actually, we had two people that work for them though. That's kind of weird when I think about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Weird.
Wait, are they going to become alcoholics too?
I don't know.
I think it's a job requirement over there.
Yeah.
Out there in Down Under.
Well, if you live in Australia, they have like 8-foot spiders.
That's probably why they drink.
You got to cope somehow. Yeah.
They're like, oh, fuck, there's another one. All right.
Yeah.
Chad, go get me some fucking
they
whiskey.
started their own line of booze now. I think it's called Grog.
Yeah. They did. They got fucking grog.
Stop.
Are we turning into an ad?
No. It's just every episode, Tresten does like a really bad accent, and I guess he's on to Australian now.
I don't do that every episode. Every episode we mention something about like Albuquerque, but that's about it.
I mean,
yeah.
There was a whole.
Tresten be like, you got me.
You got me.
Oh my god. No, I picked up what they're doing.
Right.
But there was a whole phase where he was trying to be Scottish for some reason. So
that was dreadful. Yeah, because he has a huge. Yeah, no, because he came out as gay, but apparently, like, he still has a huge crush on like this Scottish YouTuber named Illy the Kitty.
He also came out as Scottish.
Yeah,
I don't.
Okay.
You never stop talking about her though. Like,
I'm friends with her, you motherfucker.
Yeah, friends. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Let's get back on topic.
Hey, do you know this address, Jigsaw, that I just posted in the recording stage?
God.
No.
God.
I'll answer that with another address. And let's see. Hold on. What was it again?
What's up, J-Mations? In the chat, by the way, at discord.t1podcast.com.
Did you just dox yourself?
Yeah, no, totally. That's my home. Come visit.
All right, hold on. I copied it.
Oh man, I love this.
I think I've been here, by the way.
Wait a minute.
Okay,
Wait a minute.
Is that actually where you live?
Every person should museum?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, come over.
I'm actually kind of curious, by the way, because I'm very white privileged. My mom worked for Northwest Airlines and KLM back in the day, so I've traveled a bunch to Europe. Have you been around the continent at all?
Not much, honestly.
I'd like to.
It'll cost me $1,100.
I'd like to travel Europe. I've only been to Europe once, and it was when I was a toddler.
Yeah, well, Tresten, it wouldn't cost him $1,100 because he lives there.
No, I'm saying for me to get there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, but the nice thing about like if you get to Europe though, Tresten, is that at that point you can like bike across the country, or the trains are
be an obnoxious
everywhere.
American, and harass the locals.
I could just be in France or Germany in like not even a day. It's pretty chill. I can literally take a tram 15 minutes from here. I'll be at the central station, and I could just take one train straight to Paris.
What the fuck is a central station?
Because you guys have good infrastructure, and not the US.
I'll give you 3 guesses, dipshit.
I'm sorry. I should probably name it by like block or something. How do you street names even work? It's like 108 whatever lane. Like I don't understand your whole structure. Kind of weird for me.
Well, there is no structure. We're just like little like clusters of like cities in this big ass country. That's
there's like a whole niche on YouTube about city planning, and they all just complain about like how US roads are set up. So
yeah. I mean, infrastructure is a big topic. You've probably seen Just Not Bikes on YouTube, and he talks about it a lot. But to give you some perspective, we work with central stations per city. So Amsterdam has a station, other cities have their station, and you just travel between them. It's pretty easy.
Most like if you live in New York or whatever, there's metro and like subway lines, but like anywhere else in America, it just seems like people hate the idea of like, oh, they're building a high speed rail, it's going to take all the taxpayer money. It's like, dude, do you want your life to be better? Like, oh, they're building a 15-minute city. This is communism. It's like, and you're forced to drive a car everywhere. It sucks.
It's very hard to talk about American topics without like tipping your toes into politics like all the time.
Wow, you're gonna make us look bad.
That's totally on you, my guy. That's not me.
You can blame our automotive
look pretty bad.
Our own automotive industry made us dependent on cars. So
just to be clear, like the country. Well, first of all, the country was founded on foot travel at first, and then it was founded on the railroads, and then but the modern city infrastructure is almost entirely based on cars, so there's not really room for trains or subways.
So
cities.
It's a complete mess out there. I don't know how you guys are going to address
East Coast, because a lot of the towns are older, a lot of the cities are more European styled in the way they're laid out. But when you go west, everything's like grids and stuff like that. So
yeah. Well, I mean, my entire city is almost entirely one grid.
Right. Yeah. You go to like a city in California or something, it's a grid. But if you go to Boston, it's very much like a European city layout.
Oh, I gotta be honest. Go ahead. No,
okay, I was going to mention I kind of like the grids, but
go
ahead.
Yeah, about the grids. There's a weird thing, and I'm not sure this applies to everywhere, but you guys don't walk to the grocery store at all, do you?
Unless you live in
how the fuck
if
would
you live in a
that?
city, yes, but if you live further out, you have to take a car.
Yeah, no, like grocery stores are usually so
it's
fucking
really
far
bad
away.
when you go in the middle states. Like you go to Texas, everything is so fucking spread out. Like holy shit.
See, because over here, I think we actually have a rule, like it's embedded in our whole system. Like every citizen has to have a grocery store like 15 minutes away from them by foot.
Yeah,
15 minutes cities.
How it works.
Yeah, just for context though, like when you say like if the United States does it this way. The United States is roughly the size of the entire continent of Europe, so
Very
it's
big.
like it really depends on where you live. Obviously,
of course,
over here, what a lot of cities do is that they won't have necessarily full grocery stores, but they'll have like little things called either bodegas or convenience stores where you can get most of the stuff that you need.
Yeah.
The problem is it's really fucking
If you live in
expensive
New York City, you can
cases.
just walk and get your groceries. But like if you live in, let's say, Dallas, that's like, fuck, you got to drive 30 minutes to Walmart or something.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the best you can do with
What the fuck is a Walmart for our European
It's
guests?
like Tesco.
A Walmart is like capitalism, like in condensed into one thing. It's what they do is they go into neighborhoods and they put a super center in there that undercuts all of the local businesses, the mom and pop shops, and then once they all go to business, they raise the prices back up, and then Walmart is the only store.
Oh, nice.
So that's
beautiful.
That's their business model.
And you can actually buy guns there, right?
Yes.
Depends on where you live. Depends. In a lot lot of places, yes. Here in Huntington Beach, California, no. But
yeah,
I remember
my Walmart sells guns.
Yeah.
You literally could go into Walmart and just buy a fucking gun. It
depends on where you're at, what state you're in, if there's like restrictive gun laws or not.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go to Walmart. My grocery list is milk, cereal, broccoli, guns, rifle.
They sell it in the
Bowie knife, ramen.
The general kind of sporting section next to the automotive section where they sell it where they have like the like
It's right next to like the toy section.
They have it where like the fishing lines and like fish bait is. So
yeah, the guns are like literally like at the very front of the aisle. So like as you're trying to get to the toy aisle, you're walking right next to it. You literally see all these big ass guns and knives right next to like the Barbie and bike aisle.
Isn't there like a violence aisle maybe?
Can I get a pink Barbie gun? That'd be cool.
We don't do any of that liberal sissy stuff in this
I want a
state.
gun that looks like painted like a Nerf gun. Yeah,
TJ,
That's
they
illegal.
tried that. Yeah, no, the NRA did like a show. I think her name is like Dana Loesch. Or something.
Oh my god!
Tried to do, like,
I know who she is.
Yeah, they tried to do like the girly side of guns here, where it's like, and this one goes great with a handbag, and it's like
I saw her name recently because I fell down this rabbit hole of like conservatives making children's books that they're pushing in Florida, and it's just really weird because it doesn't look like propaganda at first. They just look like kids' books, but it's just so weird because you notice like this book was written by Dana Loesch and it's about gun rights, or it's like Dinesh D'Souza or Sean Spicer writing a fucking kids book about how
you got a lot of weirdness here.
It's just about socialism is bad.
They're starting to go to jail now. What
about like indoctrinating kids, but they're doing it themselves? What?
Yeah,
okay, I definitely
there's
started
like PragerU Kids
conversation.
Is like one of them.
Okay. Let's circle back out of politics.
But
though,
it's goofy. It's super,
I'm sorry,
it's super
Jixaw.
goofy because they make these books that are like furry bait, but it's like conservative propaganda. It's really funny.
We probably should let's not have this in the episode because we do have a guest.
Okay,
yeah,
it's fine. But let's.
I just thought it was funny.
Now.
A lot of people know about U.S. politics because we're cool and we have
a lot of
power.
people in other countries know about U.S. politics, but U.S. people don't know about other countries that well.
That's because there's no other country except for America.
Jigsaw, here I'll ask a question then, and then we can learn something.
Sure.
What's something wacky about Dutch politics? What's like a funny fact or something? Like what's something goofy that goes on over there?
Well, I'd love to give some examples, but I don't really concern myself with politics at all. It's not like a requirement like it is over there. And me and my friend group, we just don't talk about politics. We don't really care. I mean, when something big happens, of course, we'll talk about it. Like, something pretty funny though is like our main guy, the prime minister over here. He was just like, "No, I quit. Goodbye." That's probably the biggest thing I can name in recent events. Other than that, we have a pretty racist guy in our parliament.
Yeah, I was going to ask. You have a parliamentary system.
Yeah. So, I mean, other than that, it's like just pretty normal. But like, it is very much a puppet show at times, and I don't really feel like I can like depend or trust anyone to actually follow their word here. But I think that's a universal thing. Just anywhere, just politicians in general, they don't really like you can't really trust them in general, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also because I don't really give a shit about what they do and don't do.
Okay.
So I'm probably the wrong person to ask.
It's been a while, by the way, because like my mom occasionally talks about Dutch politics, so I think she likes to keep up with that. But the prime minister, I think, is Mark Rutte or
Mark Rutte,
yeah. But isn't there like some controversy with him being in there or something? Or
yeah, no, that's the guy that quit.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's kind of funny because he was here for the longest time. But honestly, I don't even know the details. I wish I could tell you. I just don't know.
One of our presidents is facing getting thrown in jail, so that's wild.
Yeah,
nice. Oh, I saw the
mugshot.
The mugshot of Trump.
I was working out with a friend of mine. We were on the treadmills together, and there's this like TV that just plays whatever without sound and stuff, and like we just see this mugshot and we just fucking die of laughter.
It's so weird. He's just like raising an eyebrow and he's like doing the fucking smolder. He's like,
but the quality, something about it. It's just cursed. It was so.
I love how the Twitter account for discussing film, like anytime Trump gets a new indictment, they always write the headline like Home Alone 2 star Donald Trump has been indicted again.
Yeah.
And they just post a picture of him in Home Alone 2.
God damn.
Another funny thing was like Lars sent me Trump's mugshot super late at night with like a smiley face.
Yeah, all the edits of the mugshot.
Well, just for context, yeah, obviously, that former president was not very popular with a lot of people here, and a lot of people were actually very happy to see that he had been put into a mugshot. Like that situation was actually very much anticipated.
And he's doing
here.
like that blue steel Zoolander look too, like he's very sassy.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yeah, people are strange.
Yeah, lots of things are kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. What do you guys been playing recently? I've been playing of all things, Titanfall 2 went on sale this week on Steam for $2.99.
That's pretty big.
Yeah. Lars, you'll never guess what I've been playing.
Honey
Starfield.
Pop.
Yeah.
The hit indie Studio game Binding of Isaac Repentance.
Yeah. That's great, bud.
That's the 6th time this month you've brought this to class, Tresten.
Have you guys ever checked out Titanfall 2, by the way? It's a really fucking good single player campaign.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's
no, but I bought it because of you, because it was on sale.
Yeah. It doesn't really play first
like
person shooters though.
Yeah.
Even if you don't, this is just a league of its own.
Mm-hmm.
Titanfall 2 is just such a huge game, and
mechs.
I mean, I like one side of me wants them to release Titanfall 3, but the other side is like it's probably going to be filled with dog shit microtransactions and just this current trending dog shit practices.
I saw my brother playing.
Speaking of,
I was going to say I saw my brother playing Armored Core 6.
Yeah.
Oh, big.
What?
Me personally, I'm playing Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah,
which
the
is
Jet Set Radio.
Just god damn, it is like in my perspective, like everyone should play it. It is just this beautiful game, and it just fills you with joy, and it knows it's a game, right? It doesn't take itself seriously. Like fucking hell, it's just ridiculously good. I love it.
Wait, isn't that like Jet Set Radio style game?
It's like it's a spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio.
Okay. Yeah, but like it surpasses what Jet Set Radio even said in the best way possible. It's just a beautiful game.
Yeah.
What were you?
I mean, I've heard good things.
Tresten?
Oh, I was going to say, speaking of like microtransactions and such, it's a big reason why I play indie games like Binding of Isaac or really enjoy being a Nintendo fan, because Nintendo still hasn't like stooped to being like, pieces of shit with like most of their big releases.
Well, they're just pieces of shit in different ways. Yeah.
My only issue with them is just online play, but at least they make functional games that are good still.
Depends.
That don't have like an ass load of like online, microtransactions.
Well, their mobile games are not as great with that. So
I'm talking about like actual consoles, Nintendo games. Like the Switch has had so many bangers.
Oh, did you guys hear there's actually literally a Switch 2 that just got demoed?
Like a prototype?
Yeah. Like not just like my uncle works at Nintendo. Like they're like a bunch
oh my gosh, wait.
Are
they gonna make Pikmin 5?
I'm gonna hack into Nintendo and get the documents, and then I'll make my own Nintendo Switch 2, like those guys that hacked into Microsoft.
You can just run an emulator. Every Switch game runs way better.
I watched this video where these guys hacked into Microsoft and they got like the prototype of the Xbox One and they just rebuilt it. But the only thing is that they couldn't do anything with it because there was no games on it.
Yeah.
And then they were trying to sell.
Well, Xbox is
they were
basically
trying to sell it on eBay,
so.
but then they got cut by the FBI.
Nice.
Goddamn.
That's so fucking stupid.
Wait, is reverse engineering a console? Is that illegal?
They were taking like they were like pirating like unfinished games and leaking them and stuff like that, and they got into huge trouble.
I don't see the problem with that.
They were like hacking into. They hacked into like Epic Games and like anything related to Unreal Engine. So like a bunch of companies, and some of them were directly working with the FBI, like the devs that made was it like 7 Days in Fallujah, like that war crime simulator game, like direct military involvement. One even got like an Apache helicopter simulator through it. It's like a wild story.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
7 Days in Fallujah sounds like a porn title.
What is it called? Is it 7 Days in Fallujah?
Oh, speaking of porn, hey Jigsaw.
Okay.
No, 6 days. It's 6 days in Fallujah. It was 1 day off.
What's your favorite category?
God damn. Is that a question you ask everyone?
Yes.
No, it's not. That's a brand new question. Why did you ask him that?
Oh, nice.
It came up organically.
Well, I mean, me personally, I'm into air fryers, fridges, anything involving microwaves. Really,
what?
Just like that.
Yeah.
No. What? You wanted an answer, right?
That's a great answer. If you've ever watched Scary Movie 5, there's this lady that fucks the shit out of a microwave in that movie.
Oh yeah, no, that's where it all started.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, my dad is obsessed with air fryers. It's really weird. He'll air fry every food in the house. So like grabbing a
Did you
air fryer.
He's like, could I air fry this?
Air fryers are great though. Like there's so much.
Yeah, they actually do. They make food taste good.
So did you get a raging boner while playing Metal Gear Solid 4 when Snake had to go through the microwave room? He was being microwaved.
Oh man,
like that's like an actual thing in the game.
Yeah, no, I'd love to make jokes about that, but I just respect that game so much. I'm not even going to joke about that.
I like the
Guns of the Patriots.
One of the things that I'm genuinely most bummed about, by the way, is that there's never going to be another Metal Gear at this point.
Or one with
probably
one
try
with Kojima
again. Yeah, no, yeah, but that's that's like saying like, oh, they can make Kingdom Hearts games once fucking Tetsuya Nomura dies, but it's not gonna matter anymore.
What I think about that is that's okay, right? Because Metal Gear is just whatever Kojima wanted it to be, and it's pretty clear that like he's just moving on, and like if even if he were to make a new Metal Gear right now, it wouldn't be what he wanted it to be. Like that's it would be forced, right? So like what's the point? We're all growing up, we're all moving on, and I think Death Stranding.
I think every sequel he made to Metal Gear Solid, he kind of thought it was going to be the last one he was going to make, and he was kind of forced to keep making a new one every time.
Yeah,
because like Metal Gear,
that's like what Sakurai with Smash Brothers.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 is like a meta commentary on sequels, basically.
Yeah, and lots of predictions on AI too.
Yeah.
It's like Miyazaki with his films. These guys always approach the everything they do is like, well, this is the last thing I'm ever going to make, and I'm going to retire before it. And then they make something really good, and then like a couple years later, they're like, oh, I'm back, but this time I'm going to retire.
I think
for real.
The weird thing about Miyazaki did with his recent film is that he didn't do any promotion for it when it came out, or I don't even know if it's out.
Does he need it?
I don't know. He's just like, I'm going to release this movie, but I'm not going to promote it.
That must be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe he just is like, whatever. People,
yeah,
if you know, you know.
Miyazaki, I can do whatever I want.
Are you talking about The Boy and the Heron?
You can though.
It's whatever it's his last film or whatever. I don't know.
TJ, that just came out in July.
Yeah, he didn't promote it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just kind of quietly, just soft dropped it.
Yeah, because his name is gonna sell it. Like if people don't need like an ad to go watch it, I'm assuming, right?
That's goals, if you ask me.
Yeah. Yeah, Tresten. You get a poop, Tresten?
No.
What? What is this segue?
Tresten has pooped at the 40-minute mark on just about every episode we've done.
What?
No, there's been I've only done that for like half the
sometimes he does it in the beginning.
Yeah, only
I pooped before this episode.
Oh,
okay, good.
Like a couple days
fucker.
before, and you're backed up and constipated.
I'm very, very glad that's in my brain now.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like have intestinal problems. It just happens. And for some reason, it's always the podcast. Every time it's the podcast.
Spaghetto versus IBS.
We'll record on like the Spaghetto channel for hours and I'll be fine. But the second we do a podcast, I'm just like, I need to shit!
So the podcast is like a laxative for you.
Yeah.
It is. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Maybe it's our voices are subliminally telling your body, oh, I have to take a shit right now.
I really need to shit. It's just like my brain's like, that's
Lars
all you can
on
do
his
right
soundboard
now
has
shit.
the brown note and he just plays it constantly and you don't notice.
Change my diet. I can't, Joey. I can't change my diet. It would literally kill me.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the nerves. You're like really tense, and when you really start tension.
Yeah. No, exactly. I'm not really very nervous. It's just my body's like, if you don't shit right now, you're gonna shit your pants. Like, this is not a negotiation.
To be fair, Tresten has, I think, that thing. Okay, so, some people, it's like, like you go through your day and you're like, and then slowly over time, your poop starts to load in your butthole,
like a
and
shotgun.
then eventually you're like, well, I'm gonna go drop it off. But then there's like a second class of like poopers where it's like they go from just oh god, I need a shit. And it's like
it's literally me. After my stomach injury, it's just like I get about 10 seconds of like notice. My body's like, if you don't poop right now, you're gonna shit your pants. And it's just like, why didn't you tell me that earlier, you bitch? So I'll be like speeding in my car to a bathroom. I'll be like,
maybe you should put your computer set up in the bathroom, and then you just sit on the toilet instead of a
that's a good idea.
Chair. Or
oh my gosh, I should use like the back of the toilet as a water cooler.
The chair so it's like a gaming chair toilet hybrid.
That's it.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Shit your pants, shit in the toilet while you're gaming like that. So you don't end up like that one guy that was trying to play Mafia 3, and his mom was like,
go to the bathroom! You're shitting yourself!
Actually, hey guys, I'll be right back.
You joking? Is this a joke? Is this a bit?
I'll be back in a few minutes, I think.
We bullied him into having to take a shit.
No, it's fine. I think I'm fine. I think my stomach's just hurting. Never mind.
Oh, my tummy.
There's a diagram out there, by the way, where like, have you guys seen this? It's like the diagram of like the modern, like the futuristic gamer, like fat guy gamer chair, where it's like both like a toilet and like a penis stimulator, and it's like you stay in there 24/7.
Oh, so then you become like one of the people in WALL-E where they just sit in a chair and they get really fat.
Someone in the chat just said that they're in school, and this is what we're talking about when they're in school.
Well, wear headphones if you're going to listen to the podcast in school.
Yeah, I really fucking hope you're not listening to this out loud.
Hey, teacher, your student is not supposed to be listening to this. We're saying naughty words.
Hey, teacher, can I use the bathroom, please?
You need a bathroom pass.
He really wants to use the child's bathroom, guys.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I think a reason why I have stomach problems now is like all of my teachers, especially like since I went to religious schools, had huge power trips of not letting us go to the bathroom unless it was only during recess. But then during recess, they would get mad at us for using the bathroom.
Do you guys have this in Dutch? Do you guys have this did you guys have teachers that were really? That was a joke.
Really what?
No, like in the Netherlands, did your teachers have like that? Okay, in America, teachers have this weird power complex where they're like, no, you can't go to the bathroom.
I'm the adult and you're the kid.
You guys have that? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess there was a bit of that, but it's not like not as extreme as you're describing it. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, like one of my teachers literally wouldn't let me go to the bathroom to the point where like I pissed my pants and cried, and then they freaked out and told me not to tell my parents and gave me a new change of clothes. And they're like saying, just don't tell your parents. We won't make you go to class the rest of the day. Just don't have us call them.
We won't call you pee pants the rest of your life.
Wait, no, wait, Tresten, this random adult changed your clothes and dressed you and told you not to tell your parents about it?
Yes.
Stranger danger.
Wow. All right.
That's dark.
That probably explains a lot.
School.
Yeah, that probably informs a lot of your personality traits at that point. Wow.
Yeah, like she was she was saying like, I'm pregnant, and if I'm pregnant, I can hold it, so can you. And I'm like, it's during recess. Why can't I use the bathroom? She's like, you don't get to go to the bathroom right now. And I'm like, okay. And I'm just like,
for context,
I have to go really bad.
Recess in America is like a little like 45-minute break for young kids during school.
Oh, yeah, that's, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was really fucking weird, too, because like they took me like behind the stage where they do mass, and they like grabbed clothes from the Lost and Found and had me change back there with like two teachers. Ugh.
Must have been traumatizing.
It was, man. Like, it was horrible.
Why did the two teachers have to watch?
How do you think they make the...
No, they just, the whole time they kept reassuring me and saying like, look, we won't tell your parents. Just don't tell your parents. Like, we don't want you to tell them. It's fine. Just we'll just forget about this. Like, everyone.
Okay.
Did you end up
in
telling
the audience?
Them, or?
Yeah. No, I never told them because I was too embarrassed, and they kept telling me not to.
Oh my god.
Yeah, guys in the audience, I know that like our audience skews a little bit younger than it used to. So I'm going to just go ahead and say it. If you ever hear a teacher say, "Don't tell your parents about this," tell your fucking parents about it immediately.
Nah. Don't be a snitch. Just
for context, cool. I was in 3rd grade and I was 8 years old.
Don't be a snitch.
Tresten be like, when
I'll back off.
Tresten be like, when I was in 3rd grade, I thought I was gay because I could draw.
Well, to be fair,
he was healthy.
I don't think these two teachers were. I think they were just worried about getting fucking sued,
and that's why they had to watch you undress and redress. I don't
know about that part. Okay. At least it was better than my previous school. The principal every time would watch all of us boys in 1st and 2nd grade change in the locker room after swim practice, and he literally would watch us shower too. And then he would single me out every time and be like, "Hey, Tresten, are you wearing underwear today?" Like, not even like in the locker room, like every day at school.
What the fuck,
bro?
He would ask me,
like, surrounded by PDF files.
Sometimes I would be like, "Hey, like, why are you asking this? It's uncomfortable." And he's like, "Because I want to make sure you're wearing underwear today." And I'm like, it was really scary. And then after he kept doing that every day for like, the entire school year of me being in 1st grade, I went and started changing like in the bathroom, like behind a locked stall because I was scared of him and I didn't want him seeing me.
That's really fucked up, man.
I would skip showering after swim practice because like I didn't want him seeing me shower. And this was like in 1st grade.
What the fuck, dude?
He would literally like come in and like watch us change for a while, or he would like peek around the corner. What? And this was the principal of a Christian school.
You've never shared this before with anyone. This is the moment.
This is like the first time I'm like bringing this up with anybody.
Yeah.
By the way.
What the fuck?
And
Jixaw is your therapist for the day.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Jixaw.
No, here's my conclusion. You're fucked. You have lost.
The only way this could be worse is if you were like, yeah, and my math teacher wanted to play hide the salam.
At least he never like grabbed me because I didn't give him the opportunity, but I would intentionally
like he's trying to grab you.
That's
nope.
I don't
he grabbed one of the other boys. Like there was this other boy who was really fat.
What?
Shake it at people like
all right.
Whoa.
I don't know what the fuck I've walked into here, to be honest.
And then the principal's like, "You can't do that," and he like grabs him.
Tresten. Save some of this for the therapist.
No, I mean, like, you should definitely share it, but like, damn, dude.
But anyways, to end the story, I wouldn't bring my swimsuit to school because I was afraid of swimming after that.
You didn't answer if you were okay or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, am I okay? I'm realizing that I had an interesting childhood, and
that's one way
most
to
of
put
the
it.
content creators I watched as well ended up being else too, and it just makes me sad.
Yeah. Well,
wow.
No, because like a lot of kids, he watched people like EDP.
You watched his how to bake cupcakes tutorial.
I really liked Mini Lad as well.
Yeah.
Were you personal friends with that John Bob guy? And you went to school with him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I grew up and went to school with one of the YouTubers that became a pedal. It was the same school that wouldn't let me go to the bathroom.
That sounds about right.
Change.
Damn,
Here, do you want to... maybe we should just change the topic right now.
I'm sorry. Like, the way my brain works is I get triggered with some old memories and then they all resurface at once. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
for
that's called trauma.
This entire podcast.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really mind.
So,
it's your podcast again.
Jix,
so.
I don't really care if this is out there. It's like, it's fine at this point, but
Well, no, we can only disadvantage
I wouldn't
them.
say fine. I wouldn't say fine. I think that's not really. That's probably gonna come back later and bite you in the ass in some way or the other. So I don't know. I don't really know you that well. But you probably should like talk to this about someone that you trust and that you know, and like really get to the bottom of this stuff and get it out there. You know. Like,
oh no, I'm fine, man. That's not even the bad stuff.
Oh,
I'm good.
Oh, that wasn't the bad. Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, no,
let's not go down that iceberg.
Yeah, let's not get into the abuse side of things. Anyways.
No, but I am genuinely sorry though to hear that.
It's okay. I just want to apologize again. It was very unprofessional of me to just kind of traumatize.
Cut a lot of this out if you want.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it, by the way, like, and I don't mean this rudely, but like, it's like almost comical the amount of things that had happened to you, Tresten. Like, you're always telling us stories about like, oh, these trusted adults in my life just like completely fucked everything up, and it's like
that's not really that's not like a good foundation, you know.
No,
it makes me forget. Like, I forget a lot as reasons why I'm like really messed up mentally now because of all this stuff.
I think you turned out pretty decently in considering, though. I mean, a lot of people in your situation would be like permanently in a mental hospital. So,
man, if only you made more DDLC content, man, that'd be
oh my gosh. Well, the way I see it is like all this crazy shit that's happened to me in my life. It's just that I don't know. Like, I always see it as like I've had worse stuff happen to me than this horrible thing. So I guess it's not that bad. And then when I tell someone, they're like, "Oh God, oh my gosh." Oh,
well, to be real with you, it's a thing I struggle with myself too. It's invalidating your own stuff like that, just like brushing it off as like, oh, it's not the worst, so this and that. But like, there is, and it's pretty hard to tell yourself this, but like you should put more value to yourself and the standards of like happiness.
I agree. And only if you're comfortable with like all of this staying in the episode, Lars and Jigsaw, I'll leave that up to you two, but I'm fine with it because I'm trying to be an open person. There's not really any point at this point in hiding myself if I'm going to be a public personality. Like, here I am. I'm just a fucked up person that is happy making videos and that's about it. But
right. I mean,
I had one more important thing to say before we like completely switch this. Oh, guys, if things happen at your school, especially with it, when an adult says don't tell specific person, immediately go tell someone else.
That's what I was saying.
It's a huge reason why I got abused as a kid. Like, I had grandparents that were abusive and they said, don't tell your parents and etc. Like, please tell people. I don't want that to happen to someone else. It really fucks you up. Like, a huge reason, like the first time I wanted to off myself, I was 7 years old. Like, tell people.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like, I'm not trying to get into like serious shit, but like I care about any person that's going through horrible situations. And if this is a bit of a heavy podcast, I understand. Maybe we should put a warning at the beginning of this video. But like, everyone, take the preventive measures to keep yourself safe. Younger siblings, other people you think are in danger. Tell people. Even if you think someone has a chance of being abused or harmed, always call someone, because even if like they're a little bit upset by like being questioned by someone of authority, at least you know that they're going to be safe afterwards, potentially. Like, always call people. It's not worth it to not help people.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, absolutely.
I know that's word vomit, but I just wish someone did the same.
network around you.
Yeah.
So anyway, Titanfall 2 has been really great this week.
I was trying to keep it a bit light, and I was thinking of some jokes, but I was like, okay, that's not an appropriate time.
Yeah, I'm again, Jigsaw. I want to apologize, but thanks for indulging me.
Well, apparently you trust me enough to say this kind of stuff, so thanks.
Yeah.
If you guys just met.
Well, you gave me like a chill vibe, so it's just like.
Well,
I kind of resonated with you relating to like mental health awareness with content, and I'm like, you know what? I guess this is just going to trigger a whole slew of like potential childhood trauma. So here we go.
I appreciate that, man, and I think it's also part of the bigger problem. I'm not trying to dive back into the topic, but like the
well, you're the guest. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, like males are like it's pretty common that guys like us we're not really normalized to talking about feelings and experiences and all that stuff. And if there's ever a chance to break that habit, then I'm all for it. So I really don't mind.
I hate to use this term, but like, guys, you don't have to be like masculine and toxic.
Toxic masculinity, yeah.
Yeah, like toxic masculinity is not
toxic
a requirement.
Gossip train.
Emotions. Fuck off, TJ. Emotions are like very important to share with people.
About that, actually.
Don't make a joke about a when we're talking about
We were joking about other PDF files earlier, so
PDF files.
That's what Lars said.
There was a really good essay on YouTube about toxic masculinity and the fact that we don't really need it. Like a good example of toxic masculinity versus just good masculinity. Because this is done by, out of the top of my head, I might say the channel wrong, film therapists or something, and they just watch movies, they review movies with like an actual therapist and like a movie maker guy, and they talk about stuff. And they were reviewing Lord of the Rings, and this character, I think his name was Aragorn, not sure anymore, but he was a very good display of like, in one scene he slays orcs with swords, that he cuts their head off, and he's all violent and stuff. You know, that's very masculine. And the other moment he grieves for a dying friend, kisses him on the forehead, sings a beautiful song. And that's also, that like, normally you would call that feminine, but that's also part of just this confidence and this ability to not be toxic about it. Like, oh, I have to be fucking tough, I can't fucking cry in front of my friends and whatever. Like that. It's a very good display of a good character. And
props to Viggo Morgenstern.
Yeah, exactly. And I think everyone should see that essay. Probably good to put that in the description later. You know, just good stuff. So
good. Yeah, send us a link.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'll just do it right now. If we can break that habit, I think. I mean, we're already on that path, right? Things are changing. What's normal is just constantly changing. That's why Twitter is a giant mess, basically, all the time. Because, like, everything's just hashing out, and like, oh, this side is pretty extreme. That side is like, yeah, no, we agree with that.
That's a huge reason why I've been really happy with doing just new types of content for myself as well, is because it's a great way to express myself and just kind of have fun, even if like not like. Sometimes I play games that are frustrating, yes, but like, it's still fun to express yourself and just do something you enjoy, which is just make jokes with friends and put yourself out there, and that's just something I try to do.
NWA said it best. I'm expressing with my full capabilities, and now I'm living in correctional facilities. All right, let's do like a cherry topic to cap things off, so people don't go out on like a.
Yeah, I don't really want to go out on the sad note.
If you want to spiral with us next week, go to discord.t1podcast.com and you can tune into these episodes live and ask the guest questions.
Uncensored.
Yep. These podcasts have not been circumcised, and you can tune into them live. Not really. No,
not really. No.
Yeah, most of the.
If you would, I would do my best to curse a lot so that the editor would have to do more work.
Yeah. No. What usually the only time we really ever cut something out is if like the guest asks us to, which is fair.
Oh, right.
Or if it demonetizes us.
Yeah, if like Jigsaw just randomly said the hard R like and said later, maybe cut that one out, we'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ram?
Yeah.
There you go. Gonna have to cut that out.
Yeah. Anyway,
bleep that. Bleep that, TJ.
So, Mario is dead.
Not really.
You know what? I'm so glad I'm a Mario fan because Mario games they've just been bangers for the longest time. But what Lars is saying is the original voice actor for Mario, Charles Martinet, is retiring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which I don't think is the biggest deal because there's so many people that can do imitations. I'm just glad that we had a fantastic voice actor to define the role.
Yeah, also they transitioned him to the role of quote unquote Mario ambassador, which means that it's his job now to go to conventions and go wahoo. That's a great job.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
His job is to hang out.
Imagine after you do podcasting for 30 years, your job is just to go to Comic-Con and say, "Hey guys, welcome to the first podcast," and everyone screams and that's it.
Yeah. That'd be great.
They wouldn't just have to replace Mario, they'd have to replace a good chunk of the cast because he played most of them.
Yeah. Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi in particular.
Wow, my balls are hurt.
Also, Parthenax from Skyrim.
Yes.
For some reason.
He also played. He
did a great job.
He played a villain in one of the Ratchet and Clank games too.
Yeah.
All right, Jigsaw. After all these serious topics, I gotta ask this just once.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Breaking Bad character? I have to.
No, of course it's fine. Definitely not Skylar. I could not stand the scenes with Skylar in them. They were so slow.
I'm Skylar White.
She drags the show down a lot, especially on the second watch.
I'm Walter White's wife.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, she's had good moments, but I just remember a lot of whining, and I didn't really care for that. But that's obviously because you're watching with the view of Walter is the good guy, and I'm rooting for him. So this is annoying. This is getting in the way, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think
second
it
watch.
Was. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. On second watch, especially after Better Call Saul, you have this entirely different perspective, which makes you respect Skylar's view much more because you realize Walt is actually really a big asshole, basically.
Yeah. Also, to credit Anna Gunn in particular, who plays Skylar, she does a very good bitch stare as an actor. She has this incredible ability to just look like a huge cunt. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I think that's a sign that she can just look like a stone cold motherfucker who is not putting up with your shit at all.
She plays her role very well.
Yeah. I think my favorite scene with Walter is either when he's screaming under the house or he throws the pizza on the roof.
The roof.
He's just like, "Ah!" But
I think my... Oh, no. I didn't want to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
All right. Well, my favorite character is definitely Huel. That he's the GOAT.
Oh my gosh, yes. I want a spin-off show with Huel. Better Fuel Huel.
No, I just... I need a show of 50 episodes, 1 hour each, of him in real time sitting in that room waiting, where the FBI put him at the end. Because that's a loose end that never really got concluded, so it's implied that he was just sitting there forever.
You guys remember when Bill Burr was randomly in Breaking Bad?
He was.
That was so weird. He was with Huel.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't he
I don't even remember.
When they bought the car wash, they kind of had him as sort of a spy or something or whatever. The guy that Bill Burr played.
He played a character named Kubi.
Yeah.
And, no, you're right. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, he would pull scams with them and stuff, and he would.
Yeah, pretty good stuff.
I gotta say, my personal favorite character has to be Jesse.
Oh man, that's such a sympathetic guy.
Yeah.
Well, it's just after finishing the entire show,
Tresten.
I'm just I gotta be Jesse.
Yeah, gotta start dressing up like Jesse.
Also, that wasn't exactly a profound statement. My favorite character on Breaking Bad is Jesse.
I like him a lot, especially with how his character progressed. He had a fantastic character arc.
You don't need to have this very specific, unique opinion or anything.
He's a good character. He's just
he's
my favorite character from The Dark Knight was Batman.
Preston, I thought you'd relate more to Salamanca, where he's just in the chair dinging. He has to shit all the time.
Oh, fuck off, TJ.
Nice.
Ding, ding.
I fucking hate you. Ding ding shit boy, come here.
You know, speaking of shit, Jixaw, I saw you reading your DM videos where you read your DMs. Is your fan base as obsessed with King Ass Ripper? Because I just keep seeing clips of King Ass Ripper in all of your videos.
No, see, that's the that's the thing. Is just okay. You have to see it from my perspective, right? I'm sitting there, and Breaking Good. I mean, okay. Wait, for this to make sense, you have to understand the roots of where this all started, right? So
the roots.
Yeah. So first of all, I have to credit Podel for setting me up with the people that I know. Podel is a creator that inspired me to start YouTubing, even with the Dutch channel. You know, his humor really inspired me, and I tried to carry that on. And in the Podel Discord server, I met a really, really good bunch of people. One of them being Sparky. He's a friend of mine. And, you know, we went through the years together. We went through all the drama together. Of course, Discord drama happens everywhere. So we went through that together, and we know each other like really good friends. And, yeah, you good?
Don Salamanca.
Sorry, Lars posted a picture of Salamanca shitting in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the moment where he's like he fucking kills Gus Fring. Yeah. Oh shit.
He's just like,
spoiler alert. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Continue, spoiler alert for like a 15-year-old show.
Yeah. Continue.
Really 15? Goddamn. Right, so Sparky and me, we got along really well, and eventually he was probably drunk or something, and he started posting these funny images with the funny captions in Discord, which is actually now Breaking Good. You know, he posted that out of nowhere, and people really didn't appreciate it in the server. He got told to, like, fuck off and, like, shut the fuck up, you're not being funny. And I thought it was really funny because he just kept going, right? So I thought, like, I love this guy so much, I'm gonna record this for him with like, because I could just see this being a video for him specifically, and I recorded Breaking Good, sent it to him in his DMs, and he was like, "Bro, you have to fucking release this." And I was like, "No, it's cringe. It's terrible." And he was like, "No, you have to release it. You have to put it out somewhere." So I put it on his channel, and it via Twitter it happened to become really big, right? So it started out as a thing, as like me doing a thing for a friend, and now I have the sudden responsibility to deliver content for so many people. And because of that, it initially started for me to feel like something like, oh, I didn't really ask for this, right? But like, it's such an opportunity, you have to keep going. Yeah, no, legitimately though.
Yeah.
And you have to keep going, you have to keep giving. So it really drained the fuck out of me as I make all of these fucking episodes for the money, because it's good money when you're going viral. And I didn't really find them that funny. So what's going on is that all these people, they're DMing me with basically just images, not even talking to me really, saying like maybe one word, one or two words, saying funny sentences that to them are really funny, but to me, I just see them all the fucking time, like 24/7. I see the same thing posted in my face, and everyone thinks they're the one unique guy that's going to make me laugh. I never laugh at DMs. I have never laughed at DMs. Maybe 2 or 3 times, but that's it. Everyone keeps sending me all of this shit. It still happens to this day. But I was so fed up with it. I was like, I'm going to make a video about this, and people will realize how extremely obnoxious they are. But I have to make it funny. I don't just want to complain in front of a fucking camera and tell them, like, yo, you're shit. So I was on a mission to respond to everyone, basically. And I had to be, like, very quick about it. You know, I barely typed to them. So I was just like, hey, this King Ass Ripper, I'll just send him a fucking video of a guy farting his brains out. To like 1,200 people, probably. I DM'd a lot of people. And I put them in the video because it's funny, right? Like, all these people are trying to get in contact. I'm just farting their fucking brains out in front of them. And that really backfired because even more people send me shit.
Backfired.
They send it. They give,
it's a vicious
taste of your
cycle.
own medicine, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So people were sending me fart videos at this point. So I had to react with even worse fart videos. So it's like this vicious cycle.
An arms or fart
point,
video arms
like,
race.
Yeah, exactly. So
at this point, who's like the fart fetishist?
King Ass Ripper.
I mean, yeah, basically. It's basically a war zone, and eventually I stopped, and people left me alone a bit more, so that's nice, But yeah, it was a cry for help, those videos, but nobody caught on. Basically, that's kind of sad. Oh well.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I did want to ask, what do Dutch people think of America and Americans usually? Like, are there any stereotypes that you think of?
Tread carefully.
Don't tread on me.
Step on Snick.
Step on Snick.
I can't really talk. I can't really speak for Dutch people. I'm probably an exception here because I have to deal with so many people online, and I have a totally different image of the average Dutch person. But so I can't really answer on that. What I can answer on is what I perceive exactly, and I don't know if that's what.
Yeah, that works too. Is like, how do you perceive?
Fair enough,
because everything's so America-centric, basically.
Right. So it's probably going to be a bit mean. So I'm sorry.
I shit on my own country all the time.
I don't care. Yeah.
No. So
tread carefully.
Yeah, he's the true patriot here.
Since I've talked to so many fans, which are also American, and I've been in a lot of voice calls with my fans as well, and people that are just excited and stuff. There's two big things that I notice from, like, as in difference between Europeans and Americans. And I think the best way to explain it is that European humor would be something along the lines of, okay, I'm walking into a room and my pants fell down, right, on accident, and like, that's funny because I look stupid. Right, that would be the joke. And in American humor, that same joke would be like, I walked into a room and someone's hair was like wrong, and like their hat fell off their head. Haha, look at him. I'm making fun of this guy. Like, it's funny. Like,
what a fucking loser.
Yeah.
To explain that better, it's like Americans like to glorify and show off and be in a better light.
Right.
Whereas Europeans, they are quicker to look at the actual situation, look at the absurdity of things, and laugh about, like, more capable of laughing about themselves in a way that doesn't, like, say, like, oh, look, I'm such a piece of shit, haha. It's more like, oh, look, I forgot how to count. It's kind of hard to explain. But there's
well, to be fair, we are better.
What you're explaining is how I've heard people explain the difference between British humor and American humor. And you have, like, the British comic being kind of like, he's like the center. He's the joke, where he's kind of like
exactly.
Mr. Bean would be like a good example. And then you compare him to
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Bean.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Breast,
like Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean.
No, but this is actually
Okay.
It's a good example, right?
And then, like, the American comic in the movie, like, let's say like a Chevy Chase type is like, he's kind of the cool guy that is like better than everybody else.
Yeah,
Chevy Chase you think Chevy Chase is a cool guy?
He's okay. In the movie, he tries to portray himself. No. Okay, in the movie, he tries to, like, present himself as that, but he's just an idiot. If that makes any sense.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But, like, Mr. Bean is like, he's just completely an idiot, and he doesn't try to hide it.
Right. And I think because that's, like, the base of, like, how humor is, like, perceived, and how the public is, like, learning from that. I think that's like the basic difference between the two, and that combined with really just not. Well, no, I'm about to offend so many people.
No, it's fine.
God damn. Okay, I get interrupted a lot more by Americans than I get interrupted by Europeans. Let's just keep it at that. That's basically...
What?
I mean, my own co-hosts interrupt me all the time, so I
well, TJ, you don't ever stop talking, motherfucker.
You talked most of the podcast.
Yeah,
also,
but that was about serious
just
shit, and I apologize.
him when he said that.
I know. Okay, Jixaw, I have a burning question.
I think a better example would be Eddie Murphy in a movie. Like, if ever, like, Axel Foley would be like, cool guy is, like, kind of better than everybody else. But anyway, sorry. Sorry about my boomer references.
All right.
No, but that's a good example of interrupting, right? That's like exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. That happens a lot more with American people. not to point you out or anything, but you asked.
I'm sorry. I try to be energetic for the content, and people do like it.
Oh, also,
no, I'm not saying it's wrong. That's just my observations.
A little bit here is happening also, to be fair, because there's lag on Discord. Like, we're not all in the same
Discord,
room.
And then
that's true.
We can't see our mouths moving. We have to like...
No, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I feel like we would interrupt way less if we could actually all conglomerate into one fuck room.
That's very true. No, that should be should be noted. That's not. I'm talking about like specifically Discord experiences where people don't have social cues. So
I also have severe ADHD, so my brain's just like stupid all the time. I hate it.
I learned a fun fact, by the way, which is that people with ADHD are statistically 5 to 10 times more likely to become alcoholics. So if that's you, watch out, guys. Be aware.
I should start drinking.
To kind of follow up that last topic, are there any stereotypes about Dutch people that kind of annoy you that other people perceive a Dutchman to have?
Wooden shoes.
Wooden shoes, I guess.
Nothing. There's nobody wears those. It's actually crazy.
You put out carrots for Sinterklaas.
I always say I hate the Dutch because I am mostly Dutch, and people are like, "Why do you hate them so much?"
That's also a joke.
Like, that's
a joke from Austin Powers where his dad hates Dutch people for no reason.
Well,
I think my number one gripe is that everyone seems to think that we just smoke weed all day.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, with all the...
Not all day. You guys have a few hours off, at least.
Yeah, to like sleep and poop.
And I think the most... not annoying, but just like... a thing that comes forward a lot is like people ask me like, "Yo, I'm gonna come to Amsterdam. Like, where's the hookers and where's the weed?"
Yep.
Okay, I mean, what about the historical significance and like all the beautiful architecture? I don't know.
Drugs.
You're not really asking about that. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, you guys seem chill as hell though. Like for real.
Well, thank you.
Man.
I mean,
we should send Snoop over.
I think he's been to Amsterdam plenty of times. I mean, they made a whole... One of the Cheech and Chong movies is literally just them going to Amsterdam, the whole movie.
I feel like that's changing
serious.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have a very serious question for you, Jigsaw.
Well, before we move on, I'll just say I think that public perception is changing a little bit though, because like a lot of America's like legalized at this point, so it's not Amsterdam is not that unique in that regard anymore. Like here in California, it's been legal for like 7 years.
I think it's more lax in Portugal now. Where they legalized all drugs. Like, all drugs are legal.
Yeah, but then you have to be Portuguese.
Yeah,
nobody wants that.
Have to
it's like that's one step removed from being Brazilian.
Yeah. And like the hottest girl I know is Brazilian. I don't know. Like, they're not all bad.
Yeah.
So Jigsaw, why are you Dutch?
Why?
His parents fuck.
My RNG spawned me here.
Past the Dutchie on the left-hand side. So,
on the Nat 20, 1 through 20, what would you say RNG is on spawning you in the Dutch land?
Deutschland is Germany, though.
It's a pretty small country, so your chances are pretty low. I don't know. You're gonna have to see what season God is in right now. He probably makes up the rules.
Yeah. What season of Fortnite is he on?
I think. Wait, hold on. No, I think what Tresten has butchered here is I think he was asking like on a D20, like how good was it that you were on as Dutch?
Yeah.
How advantageous is it to being Dutch?
Like, is it a good spawn or bad spawn? 1 through 20?
Do you get advantage or disadvantage on the roll?
I am extremely fortunate to live here and to be Dutch. I'm not actually Dutch. I am 100% Turkish.
Fake Dutch confirmed.
I just have been born here in Amsterdam, and my parents they raised me here. But I'm very much a Muslim Turkish guy, and that has led to some problems because on the one hand I can't be with the Turkish people because I'm not Turkish, and on the other hand I can't be with the Dutch people because I'm not Dutch. So where does that leave me? It's kind of in the middle. Like, I don't know.
America.
I mean,
just come to America.
I'm pretty mixed race, so I tend to feel that way too. Is like what group do I belong to? You know?
Yeah. So that's always been an issue growing up. It's like, what's my identity exactly? Who do I really vibe with? And basically comes down to that it doesn't matter, of course. But as far as how living situation goes here, it's pretty good. The housing market is pretty broken. There's not really any chance of getting a house. these days. Things are expensive, but I think that's worldwide. Overall, I am extremely fortunate to have a roof over my head, to have a loving family around me. I'm glad to not to bash on you guys, but I'm glad to be able to walk on the street and not fear of someone having a gun on them.
I know, I'm envious of that.
I would. Yeah, that's pretty lucky in my.
Yeah,
so
I do worry quite a bit about being shot at work each day because I work at.
Yeah.
My God.
So it's scary, and there's been bullets before.
Yeah. Holy shit. Well, no, we definitely don't have those. We definitely don't have bullets.
Oh yeah, guys, editor censor bullets just because it will get the video flagged.
Stop saying it.
Stop saying it.
I know, but I'm saying as an editor's note, just because.
Okay.
The last thing worth considering is our road infrastructure, which is actually the best in the world, which is pretty nice. Also, we invented Bluetooth, so you're welcome
as well, I assume.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't even have to worry about like payments when.
Wait, Bluetooth! I got a bone to pick with Bluetooth though, so I don't know about that.
Bluetooth is a Scandinavian thing, though.
That's all the time we have for this podcast. Jigsaw, do you want to take us out? This podcast is over.
Really?
Can I do one more thing though?
One more thing, okay, TJ. Just don't do it via Bluetooth.
Jigsaw, I was looking at your Wikitubia page, like every YouTuber fans make them, and I was looking through I hate that page. Lot of them don't like it because there's inaccurate information. I was looking at
exactly.
Oh yeah. But I was looking at the gallery of the pictures they were posting of you, and I kind of just want to get some context for these pictures.
Sure.
So this is the main profile pic that they use for you, and I just want to know, like, what are you drinking in this picture?
Hey,
Wouldn't you like to know?
Can you describe it for the audio listeners, please? This is an audio podcast.
Well, you'll be able to see it in the video version, but it's a picture of Jix kind of to the side where you see his profile, and he's drinking out of a plaid cup, like a medical cup.
What the fuck is that?
That's why I used to make the promo tweet for this. That's what I used for the meme.
Do I have embed perms or do I not?
You should, yeah.
Need them. All right. Well,
it looks like it's from a video.
I'm gonna have to put it in like general because it doesn't allow me to. No, I don't actually have embed perms. It seems so.
Fix it.
I think this is like one of the first images that pops up of you on Google Images.
Here, I'll make Jigsaw an owner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he owns the podcast. Okay.
Here, he's on staff.
All right. So here's your answer. The liberal agenda is stopping me.
He inhaled that Amsterdam fumes, and he's just coughing.
Oh my gosh!
All right, there we go. Here's your answer, right there.
Okay, hold on, let me play this.
We'll put this in the video version, by the way.
Are those beans?
The fuck is that? Yep. You're drinking beans? Ew!
Yes.
Ew!
Yeah, them beans.
That's so gross.
What the hell?
I hate.
Nothing like a good bean drink, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mr. Jigsaw, I got a question.
You also eating Chinese?
Wait, were you watching Cars 2 in theaters or something?
Fuck.
This clip is part of a video of mine. It's called "What Happened to the Money."
Okay, that's what that one is. Okay, I saw that one on your page.
You can have a look for yourself.
Wait, TJ, I'm surprised you didn't get that reference. The Cars one.
No, I get the Cars one. It's that copy pasta.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so, Mr. Jigsaw.
I have one other picture though. I said two. Okay. This is the other.
Yeah, shut up.
This is
Tresten.
the other picture I wanted context on. They just have a picture of this screenshot.
Sure. So this is a program. It's called Everything, and it indexes your whole file system, right? Every file in your computer. And you can search it up. It immediately gives you the result. So this is just the alphabetical view of all of my files.
And it's like
what the fuck
like in Chinese
is this?
and Japanese.
I mean, it's just
Jake
what
Paul,
it is.
It's every day, bro.
Wait, Friends episode 4, Ross eats uranium.mt4?
That's a Podal video. You should see that.
Yeah, there's the page, and just the caption on it says, some files on Jigsaw's computer.
Every single one of these sentences on that page, by the way, is just completely dog shit inaccurate. It is painfully inaccurate.
Why do they have Wait, hold on. There's this image as well of Jigsaw, like, on his Wikitubia page.
He's balding.
It's no. It's like him circling his balding with Walter White next to him.
I actually made that image myself. It used to be a thumbnail for a video, and I just deleted it, so that's why it's out there.
So Jigsaw, you hate Wikitubia pages, am I right?
Yes, because they're just inaccurate.
So they're for wrong. Accuracy's sake, can I get one quote from you to put on the Spaghetto Wikitubia page?
About you, or like
just in general, or if you wanted to have it.
Oh, it's like when they put the reviews on the back of a DVD, and it's like 2 thumbs up from Jigsaw.
Right. Let's do this. Shove me in a ditch tonight. That's my quote.
All right. Jigsaw.
That would be amazing.
Said on the first podcast, shove me
into a ditch tonight.
Yeah,
that's all we need.
Yeah.
All right. Any other context?
From
acclaimed
or is that YouTuber it? Jigsaw.
You need context for that.
That's just it. No, that's just exactly it.
From the breaking YouTuber Jigsaw.
At the animator known as Jigsaw.
Wow, that's very generous.
All right, so Jigsaw, people really enjoyed your atmosphere and attitude on the episode, and they want to go check out your content. What's the best way to do that?
Sure, you can head over to my YouTube. Just type in Jigsaw in the search bar, you'll find me. That's Jigsaw with an X, not a G-S. Other than that, I'm on Twitter. I'm also on Twitch, actually. That's kind of where I am all the time. So check me out on Twitch. It's also Jigsaw. And one thing I want to mention is that a lot of people don't know about my art.
Yep.
And I do a lot of drawing. So if you're on Twitter, you'll see it on my profile, like where my drawing profile is exactly. So if you're interested, you can check that out too.
Yeah.
Nice. Other than that, you'll probably just find me walking in Amsterdam any day of the week. So just look for me.
Look for the guy smoking the weed.
Exactly.
In the wooden shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
And make sure to shove them into a ditch.
By the way, like, just for context, I've worn those wooden shoes before because my mom had pairs. They're very uncomfortable. They're incredibly uncomfortable to wear. Just awful.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I hate the Dutch. They're stupid. Like our heritage and their stupid wooden shoes.
Thank you, Mr. American. I'll try and remember that after I'm getting not shot on the streets.
No, hold on.
He's of Dutch.
So I'm shitting
Dutch
on.
Descent, so he's just shitting on himself.
Like I'm like mostly Dutch, Mr. Jigsaw.
You didn't do anything for that. That's your parents doing.
I have the Dutch pass. Okay, I can go to Dutch Bros.
No.
Hey, do you want to go to Dutch Bros with me? We got a pass.
There's a couple
things there right now.
A couple things I want to note real quick, though. Number one, in America, it's kind of like a melting pot. So when people say, well, like I'm Italian, they don't literally mean they live in Italy. They mean that they have.
They
Italian
mean like, yo, I'm Gabagool,
then,
Toby Soprano, like that kind of Italian.
Yeah.
What the fuck, TJ?
Was it leave the cannoli?
Talk about stereotypes. Holy shit.
Hey, well, Tresten, guess what? I'm part Italian.
I'm glad I said Italian, not Jewish.
I'm a part Italian.
Jesus.
I have the pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine if Lars is just like, someone that says they're like African American and TJ just goes off like, damn.
Mask off.
No. Also, like, I think Tresten has European citizenship, right?
Probably.
He's always peeing.
What do you mean probably? No, I have dual citizenship.
I can't remember
myself.
right now.
I have a EU passport and a American passport. I can just go. Yeah, it's fucked up.
That's cool.
Anyway, Spaghetto, if people want to check out your content, what's the best way to do that?
YouTube.com/Spaghetto. Lars and myself, we do daily Let's Plays. Go check it out. I scream a lot sometimes, and I usually have to talk about pooping.
Yeah, we're quite
it's a good time.
Lads. Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. We have a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Go check it out.
Shush.
TJ?
Yes.
TJ, apparently you make music.
Yes, I do make music. I'm the musician of the podcast, and I sometimes, once in a blue moon, might release music on SoundCloud youtube.com/Tej, basically.
Go
how do you
make the
spell
YouTube
Tej?
channel.
Because it's weird.
You're weird. It's
No, how do you spell? I'm trying to direct people there.
How do we promote you? Fucker, answer the damn question.
Just missed it.
Okay. Guys, if you want to check out more episodes of the podcast with Dutch co-host Spaghetto and myself, go ahead and on over to, well, if you're watching on YouTube, just hit the subscribe button. You're already there. But if you want to check us out on all the audio platforms, just look up the first podcast. We come up right away. We got a Audio Boom link in the show notes if you want to check that out for all the different platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and fucking Deezer. I don't know.
These nuts.
What do people use these days? These nuts.
Yep. OnlyFans.
Everyone just uses Spotify.
Yeah, go watch. Well, that's not even remotely true, Tresten. Not even close. It's
I use Spotify for podcasts.
I thought you were
When you say everyone uses Spotify, you mean you use Spotify? Yeah,
yes,
I
am
thought
everyone.
Apple iPhone boy.
I am the conglomerate.
Yeah. There's Spotify on iPhones.
I know.
Okay.
So can I see my family again?